Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another celebrity reading. This time it's on Beyonce. So Beyonce has announced her new album, and she did that at the Sports Bowl. And now everyone wants me to look at it and to see if it's going to flop or not. I've done this for Taylor Swift, I've done this for Ariana Grande. I've gotten super good at this, super accurate so far. I'll put a link to my last Beyonce reading up here. Let's hope I can do it again. No promises, but I'm going to do my best to see if I can figure out what's going on, why she did country, how it's going to go, is it going to flop or not. So remember, these readings are all legend for tapers only, and let's get started. And if you guys like this, you can join my YouTube memberships. It's a $5, $10, $15 tier. You get access to exclusive picker cards, story times, you can reading from me. And do not forget, I have now a second channel. It is Antphrodite, T-E-A, where I upload personal videos. Okay. So let's see Beyonce, the album, why, and its success. Okay, Beyonce, the album, why, and its success. So let's go to the success part first. The Magician is getting everyone talking. This goal of this album is to create buzz. The goal of this album is to get people to talk, to start a conversation. That's the whole point of The Magician, is communication. Let me move this. So the whole point of this album is to get the girlies to talk, and it's to get people to it's buzz. Like, this album is just to create buzz and noise. It's a very rebellious act. Now, when we look at lost my train of thought. When we look at why, Jesus Christ, the Six of Cups is the past. So there's something from her past or from the past that she's focused on. The Six of Cups is like old music or old vibes or just something from the past. Like, there's a major focus on the past. And then we're looking at the Page of Cups, which is the exact album, which the Page of Cups is emotional. It's emotionally sensitive, and it's vulnerable. So the Page of Cups is also about your roots. So you can think of like her talking about her upbringing, her childhood. You're going to see her talking about like her raw feelings and her raw emotions. I just feel a lot of raw human energy. Like, it seems like she's going to be telling on herself a lot, and maybe telling the story of others as well. The Ace of Swords is regrets. So for her, she wanted to do this previously and didn't, or maybe was stopped from being able to do this. And I think for her, she's like, no, I'm pulling the trigger. I'm doing this, not for me, just for me, but for others. The Ace of Swords tells me that I see this almost like, what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is a diary, and I'm seeing Beyonce write in the diary and then hand the diary to other women, give them a pen, and go write. So it's almost like it's a way for other people to tell their story. I'm not sure if that means that there's going to be collabs on this album where they're also going to tell their story, but I feel like the whole goal of this album is for people to be able to express their authenticity and their feelings. To me, it feels like women being real, being honest. Jesus Christ. It's interesting because when I watch her write in that diary, in that journal, there's another woman. So there has to be at least one big collab on this album, because I see her handing the pen off to another woman. There has to be at least one, if not more than one, because I'm seeing her like, I'm seeing archetypes in my head of women, and her wanting other women to be an example for their archetype. Like, Beyonce wants to be a strong archetype for Black women, and then she wants, like, it's almost like she wants a white woman who's this type of white woman, and a white woman who's that type of white woman, or whatever. It's like she's looking for people who, it doesn't have to be them being white though. It's just an example. What I'm saying basically is that I see her wanting people to have a voice who didn't have a voice, and I see her wanting to help others speak. So I definitely think she's trying to reclaim a lot of things. The Six of Cups is the past, so she's trying to reclaim a lot of things with this album. But Magician is all about like communication, wanting people to talk and I think for her, I'm going to say something and you guys are going to be like, really? I don't think she gives a flying fuck about the critical success and the critical acclaim of this album. Um, I don't think she cares. For me, she said this is an album that needs to be put out so that people can talk. This is something that she's going to be very proud of. Like, this is like her baby. Like, this is something she's very proud of. She doesn't really care if it's successful. The King of Pentacles is a verse, which tells me that she's actually being told not to release it. The Seven of Pentacles is about people feeling like it's kind of like, Seven of Pentacles is like comfort, but it's also lazy and complacent. And the Eight of Wands is slowing down. So that makes me think people are like, the album's too slow, too many ballady type of thing, or it's not really that interesting, or we've heard it before, but Beyonce doesn't give a fuck. So for her, she's kind of like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Like, I know you don't want me to release it, but I'm doing it anyways. She doesn't care. And so this is for her and for others. It's not really for the critical acclaim. Yeah, look at this. The Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles reversed, and Ace of Cups tells me that it's almost a rebellious album. Yes, I mean, she's contractually obligated to release albums, right? Six of Pentacles. But for her, she really does not care about the success of this album. And I'm pretty sure if the fans were to like get mad and stuff about her success, you would probably see her say something. This is not about that. She really doesn't care. I also think that you might get something might happen where you get like a second mini album or something quickly. Because it seems like this album might be put out and then something else comes out right after it. Or maybe she has another collab with another person. There's also talks of Beyonce doing another collab album where it's her and someone else. I'm pretty sure she released something with her husband previously. So I'm not sure if it's that again, but I definitely see her wanting to explore options with making an album with someone else as well, like a mini album with someone else. I also see Beyonce wanting to feature on other people's things. The Three of Cups is a verse, the Chariot's a verse, and the Hierophant. So obviously everyone knows Beyonce is untouchable. She's the queen, right? We all stand, right? Pretty much almost nobody can hold a candle to her. But the thing is that Beyonce doesn't, I understand that she's a Virgo and she's a perfectionist. I understand that part of her brand is like not saying too much or doing too much. But I think that Beyonce is starting to feel a little frustrated that she's played perfect for so long and it's not getting her what she desires deep in her soul. That I feel like with the release of this album, you might start to see her wanting to support artists that she really believes in. Like, I'm seeing her want to co-sign other artists and be like, this is an artist that I believe in. That's why I want to work with them. That's why I want to collab with them. That's why I want to make a song with them, because I believe in them. Three of Cups reverse and Hierophant is like there's some sort of like, I want to give good grace and good morale to someone who needs it. So it's like her way of co-signing. So you're going to see Beyonce co-sign. She's in her love era. She's in her loving era. She's in her mother era, like mother hen era. Her energy is really good, really lovely, really like bright. I think motherhood really has changed Beyonce, to be honest. And I think she's really looking at the impact that she has on women and how she wants her children to grow up. Page of Swords, Five of Cups, and the Hermit reversed. Yeah, there's a part of her that's kind of like, how do I word that? Fighting only brings disappointment. Like, she really is in her hippie era where she just wants to preach love and happiness. And I also see her wanting to get out of the house, Hermit reverse. I know everyone makes fun of Beyonce and like she ain't never leave the house. But I do think that she's going to. I just see her, I see her doing things like how, how Michelle Obama kind of really cares about children and philanthropy and stuff like that. I kind of see her in her Michelle Obama era, maybe her Oprah era, but I don't know. I see Michelle Obama where she's kind of just like really trying to leave a proper legacy, and do that through music. So I don't know. I don't know if necessarily, I mean, maybe her fans are gonna be mad because, obviously she wants to keep her fans happy. It's not like she's not gonna perform, but there's a part of her that's kind of just like, this isn't really about me and I don't want it about me. which is shocking because, I mean, you know, Beyonce's a queen and she's a diva and it usually is about her, but she's like, this isn't about me. There's a bigger picture here. 5 of Wands, 4 of Wands reverse, and the Knight of Swords. I really think we're going to see this album be very, 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 like, feminist leaning, to be honest. Because I'm just seeing, like, female empowerment. I mean, maybe I'm wrong and I'm reading this backwards, but to me, it just feels like I see her just pissed off at men. And instead of just making an album that's like, fuck men, which, by the way, might be the 3rd album. Because it seems like we're getting emotions. The first emotion was like fun, happiness, partying, dancing, carefree. This second album feels like emotional, raw, vulnerability, love. And the 3rd album is what I think is going to be anger. The 3rd album feels like anger to me because the 5 of Wands is what's to come. So the 3rd album feels like anger. So I think with this one, it seems like she's kind of just trying to express love and appreciation for women and wanting women to get together. Like, do you remember back in like the late 90s, early 2000s when people would come together and do songs? Like the song What's Going On, where like fucking 25 different artists all got together and made a song. Like that's kind of what her goal is with this album, is to get people together. Like if I can get bitches together that don't like each other for the good of a song or the good of something, I'll do it. Like there's something weird about her wanting to get people together. I can't pinpoint what that means, but she wants people to get together. Now that could translate to an actual collab, but could also translate to her wanting to get people, you know, to mend fences or to heal or whatever. Like I just see her being like, we're in this together. It's weird. It's kind of annoying. It's very kumbaya, but I get it. I'm Mother, Empress. And then the King of Cups reverse, the 9 of Pentacles is like, listen, women can't fight each other. We have to fight the men. Basically her saying like, you know, when women fight, men win. This is definitely very like, you know what's interesting is I think Beyonce sometimes struggles with articulation and isn't always super well spoken, but she does know how to express what she's feeling through her music. I think that's probably why people love Beyonce. Same reason why people love Britney. I think they're both very similar in terms of the way they express themselves is through their music, right? And so I feel like for her, a lot of times when it comes to what she's trying to say, they're all subtle. It's all subtleties. And it's all through the music. So I know everyone always wants her to do more interviews, but I don't think there's a reason for her to do interviews, to be honest. Not only would I think you would be disappointed about her, the way she, you know, sort of expresses her album, because I think for her, she talks in abstract ideas, so you'd be frustrated that she wasn't giving you a direct answer. But also that's the magic of her music, is her ability to express herself through song, in which she can't do through voice alone. So I think, you know, sometimes I understand being a stan, you get mad, but I think that's why she is who she is. It's because that's her medium of expressing herself. And I think, you know, there's something to that. There's a je ne sais quoi to that. Death, 2 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. I can also tell you that, again, I think her label or the people around her, they've really tried her they try to get her to stop doing this. They've tried to get her to rework this album. They've tried to stop this from happening. And I think she's actually had to rework a few things, but she doubled down and said, fuck you, I'm doing it anyways. I don't even think she was supposed to release 2 songs, and she said, fuck you, I'm releasing 2 songs. Like, she doesn't care. You're going to be like, wow, Beyonce, why are you sabotaging your album? It's because she doesn't care. It's because she doesn't care. Like, you're not getting it. Also, I know people are going to ask about the Renaissance visuals. Okay. They're in here, and I see exactly what happened. There she is. I'm going to tell you what happened to the Renaissance visuals. She didn't like them. That's it. She did not like them. That's it. It's that simple. This death card is a rebirth, which means she wanted to redo everything and change everything because she felt like the direction wasn't hitting the buttons that she wanted it to hit. So she wanted to change everything, redo everything. I think she tried really hard. I see a lot of edits being made. I see a lot of changes being made. And I see her being like, nope, 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 nope. I even see like files getting corrupted and her be like, good, I don't care. I don't want it anyways. Like, because the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords is a backstabbing, betrayal, and predicting the worst before it happens. That's her just being like super nitpicky and be like, nope, they're going to hate this. Nope, my fans deserve better. Nope, my fans will not like this. Nope, 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 this isn't cool enough. I think she felt, the word I'm hearing is corny. She felt like it was too corny. The visuals were corny. And she was pissed because she couldn't get it to like look cool. For her, she was like, why does this look corny? Like I see her being like, what am I, a superhero or a Power Ranger? Like I just see her being like, what is this shit? It was almost too juvenile. That's how she feels. That's how she felt. It just wasn't hitting. I think, you know what I think it was? I think it was the colors that she was choosing for things. It just wasn't really what she wanted. So you might get some leftovers. They might be able to salvage some of the visuals. They might be able to salvage some of them. But anything you see is probably reshot from here on out. Because, or most things are probably going to be reshot because she just wasn't happy. 7 of Cups reversed, 10 of Wands, and 3 of Pentacles tells me that somebody getting fired. That's her being like, I want you fired. Get out. You don't get it. Like, Miss Mama knows what she wants. And she always knew what she wanted. So, I will say this. If you worked on her album, I know, and her visuals, I know you stressed. Because I can feel them being like, you're not possible to please. Like, every time I make a change, you don't like it. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. It's almost like Beyonce didn't know what she wanted, but she knew what she didn't want. Typical Virgo. She worked backwards. I could see her being a little, I'm in her energy right now and she's a little scary. She don't like it. But you know what's so funny? I just hear you being like, nope, not it. Almost to the point where it's like, she doesn't even want to give you a note. She just hates it. Beyonce needs to do a lot of stuff on her own. I think she really needs to work on her own. I think she needs to do stuff on her own because it's just, nope, I don't like this. Ugh, I kind of love her. I love a woman who knows what she wants. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully that helped you somewhat. I gave you a little insight into this album. If it didn't, oh well, I'm sorry. I tried. Beyonce's funny. So make sure if you like that, you follow me, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Antphrodite. I have a second channel, Antphrodite, T-E-A. Hopefully you subscribe to that if you have a chance. Join my YouTube members, $5, $10, $15 tier. You get access to exclusive pick a card, story times you can be reading for me. And until next time, good luck.